The HOA thought stealing my trees would teach me a lesson. Instead, it triggered the biggest, boldest revenge they never saw coming, waking up to find their park swallowed by a brand new forest. It started when I returned from a weekend trip and found the stumps, 12 massive oak trees, each older than the HOA itself, cut clean to the ground. My yard looked butchered, my shade gone, my land violated. The HOA president proudly claimed they were too tall and in violation of community aesthetics. They didn't ask, didn't warn, didn't even knock. Something in me snapped. Those trees were planted by my grandfather, and if they thought they could butcher my history, they were about to learn what real consequences looked like. I filed a city complaint, hired an environmental assessor, and discovered the trees were protected under a local preservation code. Unlawfully cutting them carried a massive fine and an obligation to replace each tree at the same ecological value. When the assessor ran the numbers, the HOA nearly fainted. Old-growth oaks weren't cheap. They owed me the equivalent of an entire small forest. But instead of taking the money, I gave them a different demand. Restore what you destroyed. The HOA agreed, thinking I meant replanting my yard. They didn't realize I had something much bigger in mind. Using the settlement funds, city permits, and a team of overnight landscapers, I transformed the HOA's beloved Central Park into a dense, young forest. Dozens of saplings, boulders, native brush, full ecological restoration. The same park where the HOA held meetings, barbecues, and events was now a wild, beautiful woodland. When residents woke up, their jaws dropped. The HOA president stormed out, screaming that I had ruined community space. But the city inspector shut her down instantly. The forest was legally required to satisfy their restoration penalty. And since the HOA chose to cut down protected trees on private property, all restoration had to occur on their land, not mine. Kids loved the new trails, joggers appreciated the shade, neighbors thanked me quietly, happy the HOA had finally been humbled. Standing at the edge of the transformed park that evening, I felt the breeze through the leaves, fresh growth where arrogance once stood. The HOA took my trees. I answered by giving them a forest.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.